This is your professor, David Britt. I just wanted to, first of all, welcome you to the course. Marketing advertising is one of my favorite topics, and if you watch my introductory video, you know that's what I cut my teeth on for 25 years in my career with Gatorade and also with Conagra Foods. And so I have a special place in my heart for marketing and advertising. I just wanted to review some of the content of the course here, and hopefully this will make it easier for you to jump right in and get started in the course. You'll notice we're using Blackboard Ultra, which is an upgrade to the Blackboard process. Some of you may or may not have gone through a course in Blackboard Ultra yet, but here's what it looks like, okay? Down the left-hand margin over here, you're going to see several different things. You're going to see progress tracking and other types of elements. The one thing that I want to draw your specific attention to is the announcement tab down here. I do announcements quite frequently. At the end of every week, I provide a video recap of the content for that prior week. And so I'd encourage you to make sure that you stay very focused on the announcements. Look at those, see if there's something in there that you have not seen before or read before. I try not to waste your time. So make sure that you spend time looking at that every time you log into the course, okay? Now here under course content, you're going to see a section called Start Here. And this is just basic information on how to submit things, how to do a bunch of other things. You may need to use that since if you haven't had a Blackboard Ultra course before, you might have a little bit of confusion on that. There's also a Blackboard help section, the CSU tech support. If you run into any access issues, you'll need to be able to use that. The CSU Writing Center, we make that available. You can have online appointments with people who can help you with your writing, and so some students take advantage of that. The CSU online library is here, and this is something that's very, very important. And so in our programs in CAPS, we encourage our students to go to the CSU online library and find some of those academic peer-reviewed articles that are available there. And we encourage that versus using a typical Google search, okay? And then as we continue to go down the list here, you'll see course information. Welcome and meet your instructor. There I am. And so you'll see my introduction. I would encourage you to take a look at that. Course description and objectives. This tells you what the course is all about and what we think the learning outcomes should be for this particular course. All right. Textbook and materials here. You should have received a digital access card from Slingshot, who's the university bookstore. If you have not received that, don't delay. Make sure you contact them so that they can reach out to you and get that. Also, one of the things I find that some students are not aware of is because you're a student at CSU, you actually have access to a free copy of Microsoft Office. And so if you click on that, you'll be able to see all that information and get access to Excel and Word and PowerPoint and all those, okay? And then down here, tech support, if you want to bookmark that, again, it's very helpful. Syllabus, really important. You'll see the syllabus for this class. It's in a Microsoft Word document. You can click on that and download it. I would encourage you to make sure that you spend time reading through the syllabus. Course map, I wouldn't worry about that too much because that just is something that helps us with our accreditation. Okay. This is set up similar to anything that you've seen in the past. We have 7 weeks in the course. So if you click on this, you'll see the lesson description will highlight the key things that we'll be talking about in each individual lesson with a list of objectives for that particular lesson, okay? And then here under Read and Study, you'll see a tab that says Textbook Readings. That will show you which chapters you need to be reading in your textbook. And then the chapter lectures, these are always very, very helpful. And let me give you a hint. We're going to have quizzes in this where you'll have a series of multiple choice questions that you have to answer. having a good understanding of these, because this synthesizes the material that you're reading in each chapter. These are provided by the textbook publisher. And so I would encourage you to make sure that you go through the chapter 1, chapter 2 lectures, and each week has different lectures as well. And then what I like to do, I like to supplement the information with videos. And again, these are all 4, 5, 6 minutes long, not that long. That'll give you some idea. They always focus on some of the key learnings for that particular week. All right. And then finally, in this class, you will be developing a marketing analysis for the Starbucks company. And you will be using this template. So each week we're going to be adding something to this analysis. So you're not going to be writing 5, 6, 7 different papers. You're going to have one analysis that you're going to be adding content to every week. So it's cumulative, okay? So I've actually provided the template for you to follow. And so in order to download this, you see this right here. You can click on that and it will download that, so you'll be able to save that and use that as you go through. So you'll see here, this is the week 1 information. That's the week 2, week 3. And so this is cumulative in nature, so you're not having to drink out of a fire hose on these and write so much each week. All right. And then do this week, typical discussions that we have, the introduction discussion. You type in your response here. You have one response that is your initial posting is due by Thursday, and then you have a minimum of 2 response posts that are due by Sunday night. And so those are similar to what you've had in other classes. You'll see the course project here, and then the test. You'll take a multiple choice test. You have 60 minutes to do it. You must do it in one attempt. And so make sure you're ready. I always encourage students to wait till the end of the week to do the test, because as you continue to read, do things during the week, it only increases your learning as you go forward with that, okay? And so that's the format of the course. That was week 1, week 2, all the way through week 7 will be similar. Now the only difference is each week in this course, you're going to be adding part for that course project, that marketing analysis, and that's 50 points a week. But you get to the final week, and I expect you to go back and take some of my comments that I've made throughout each particular week and improve your analysis based upon my comments. And so the submission the final week is worth 200 points, or 20% of your entire grade. So it behooves you to make sure that you go through, to make sure that you focus on my comments and then correct those before you submit it in the final week. Grade book similar here. Again, there's a total of 1,000 points. You can look at this. It'll give you the due dates each week. It'll give you the other individual things as you go through that week. Okay? I hope this was helpful. I look forward to working with you all over the next few weeks. If you have any questions, comments, or don't understand something, please reach out. And we can have a telephone call. We can have a Zoom call. I can bounce things back to you via email. Whatever I need to do to help you be successful is what my goal is. All right? Let's have a good 7 weeks. Take care.